dance on the chains of my circumstance, walk on the waves of the storm. I wanna dance on the chains of my circumstance, walk on the waves of the storm. I wanna dance on the chains of my circumstance, walk on the waves of the storm. I wanna dance on the chains of my circumstance, walk on the waves of the storm. 'Cause nothing is impossible for those who believe.
Rappers can fall from my feet. We are very active in obtaining grants from all levels of government. 100% of these grants are used for the improvement of the hall. Under the Progress Association, the hall has been restored and maintained with respect to its listing as a heritage building. Importantly, the hall has been available to be used by the community for multiple purposes and will continue to do so under the Progress Association if the lease is renewed. The hall is a home to groups such as the Red Cross and Knit and Nat. It is a space for fundraising, wakes, celebrations and reunions. The local public school has often required the hall for educational and social presentations, and maybe more so now the school has been displaced. It is utilised for Pilates and yoga classes. It hosted Wednesday night community dinners. Many social events are planned for 2021. Another bush dance, art show, trivia night, Red Cross, tea and scones morning, and some melody music days. The word has spread about the unique qualities of the hall. However, COVID-19 restrictions cancelled all planned activities and even our progress.
I'll just interrupt you for a moment, Kerry. I do apologise for this. There's a lady recording at the back. You are not allowed.
The Progress Association has raised a number of concerns for our future use of the hall, and we'd be grateful for the opportunity to address them properly. We remain confident in our ability to be stewards of this cherished asset for the greatest benefit of our community. As you are well aware, many people from the Wardell District throughout the South Ballina Peninsula and Lower Richmond catchment have come through the doors of the Wardell Hall over the past few months. We have in fact estimated that, and with the help of service providers, that we've supported over 10,000 visitors and members from our communities, many of whom have experienced the most confronting event in their living memory. They may have walked through the door, or out through the door with arms of vegetables, cans of beans, blankets, gumboots and tools, or what they've come for is connection. The people of Wardell have come together and themselves created a place of safety, consistency, comfort and care in a time of chaos, confusion and calamity. We know that sometimes the most profound support comes in the form of a cup of tea, a couch and a shoulder to cry on, and we've offered it. If you've not had the chance to read our correspondence outlining the very real needs of our community, our proposals, letters of support from experts that confirm that this catastrophe has been profound, that the recovery is going to be slow, that community-led organisations are best equipped to provide the support for people to rebuild their lives, and the Wardell Core has in fact provided an exceptional example of community-led recovery organisation. We have evolved over the last 3 months to now be a registered incorporated association with a range of strategic partnerships, 6 board members and over 116 financial members who have committed to the values of kindness, wellbeing, dignity, community and respect. Our mission is clear: to improve people's lives beyond the point of disaster recovery and support the community to create a shared vision for the future. Our draft proposal reflects the evidence and most contemporary research of disaster recovery. Our ethos is centred in community development and engagement, and our practice that has demonstrated radical success has been recognised by the Premier of New South Wales, a wide number of MLCs, our local members Kevin Hogan and Tamara Smith, leaders and stakeholders across the disaster management ecosystem, sponsors, partners and more. Wardell wants to build on this momentum and ensure that it has the ability to create a recovery model that does not leave anyone behind, that is inclusive, fair and ensures our community is at the centre of the decision-making framework. Our research and that of our supporting partners anticipates a growing demand for support, cases of increasing complexity and the onset of long-term and systemic challenges for members of our community as they encounter enduring distress, insecurity, hardship and isolation. We also understand that Wardell will soon be home to one of the region's largest temporary housing villages, and we understand the key role that we can play in providing valuable social support for these communities. With the recent access to the Wardell Hall terminated and with so few buildings available for a community centre last week has brought severe distress to our community. Our already exhausted coordinators, volunteers and friends have had an arduous and emotionally exhausting process of packing absolutely essential items, support structures and the continuity of care into boxes and condemning them to storage. We request that the Ballina Councillors support us by committing the next 12 months access to the hall to the recovery effort, and in recognition that Wardell Core is the most fit agency in Wardell to provide the impact and support to the community that they will need through this time. And our community thanks you for your deep consideration on this matter.
Thanks very much, John.